Hello, everyone. I'm Lopi Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you. And for those in the center, like those in Texas, welcome. So, hello, Kaleem. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Greg. Hello, Raj. Hi, Dr. K, Dr. Kent. Hello, Kaisi, Anna Maria, Anne, Nancy, and Wendy and John. Thank you all for joining here on Zoom. And those in Texas, which I don't know your names yet. Although I think I see Christy in the back. Or Krista, actually. Nice to see you guys. So, as always, we get to enjoy this time for inner peace. Hence the name of our program, Inner Peace Time. And peace can be attained quite easily. It's just we have to take the time to do it. Meditation is a wonderful way to help us achieve that peace. And meditation has been taught differently the past 100 years. If you've heard about meditation, most of you have heard, sit still, don't move. It's not wrong, but we perceive it differently today than people did 100 years ago. Back then when they said, sit still, don't move, it's because people were already relaxed, already taking their time. Oh, that's right. Hello to our meetup group in Maryland. That's right. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Pat. Thanks for joining in. It's always great that we get to hang out together from all over the world. I know some of us are quite literally in different countries, and some of us in different parts of this country. Or I'm not in that country no more. I'm in Canada now, while everyone else might be in the US. So this is what's so great about one thing that I know I'm grateful for is the internet. Mostly so we can connect no matter where we are. So back to meditation. Back then people were very relaxed, very chill, very laid back. So when it came time to meditate, what they were missing was focus. Easy way to add focus: sit still, don't move. A way of helping them focus on the body, to stop. But nowadays, we're overly focused, and we've forgotten how to relax. So if you go, sit still, don't move, can you do it? Yes, you can. But it's not as easy as people back then. You'll feel very tense, uncomfortable. So that's why our master, very smart as he is, reminding us all to first relax. Allow your body to feel at ease. Be comfortable first. Once you're comfortable, everything else falls into place. So, as we practice together, remember, take your time. Don't force, don't push. We do relaxation and awareness. So first, you relax. Allow yourself to be at ease. That means sit any way that feels comfortable to you. I like to say, don't try to look perfect, but instead feel perfect. What that means is, don't try to be that statue or some kind of pose that you think is supposed to happen. Instead, be comfortable. Once you're comfortable, that's your perfect position. And even while you're in your perfect position, it might change. It's okay to move. Allow yourself to adjust. Taking that time to adjust will be the difference between enduring and enjoying. So as we practice, remember that. Take your time. Allow yourself to adjust if you need to. And to help us focus, we let our mind rest on just one thing. That one thing can be anything at all. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. So whatever object or image works for you is perfect. When I was a teenager, I used to think of a Lamborghini. It was my favorite car at the time. So it was bright red, a racing spoiler, even the doors that open like this. Kind of like a DeLorean. So that was my meditation object as a teenager. As my mind became more calm, the object became more general. From that very detailed Lamborghini to simply car. Eventually wheel. For a time lug nut. I don't know why lug nut. Until eventually to what I like to use now. The crystal ball or the full moon. So as we practice, use what works best for you now. What feels easy to you right now. It could be a scoop of ice cream. It could be your favorite dish, a favorite toy. Whatever feels right to you is fine. The point is, it helps you stay with that one thing. And when your mind's at ease, staying with that one thing, everything else starts to melt away. It might not disappear completely, but at least it's not bothering you anymore, allowing you to have a little bit of peace, as peace is accumulated. It's not a light switch. You can't just be happy all the time, but instead, you start to gain peace that helps you cope, be able to be at ease, no matter what situation. So, is everyone ready for some meditation? Okay, then, as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can breathe naturally. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibility. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. Relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Take your time, no rush. Allowing every muscle in your body to release, relax. Relaxation is a very important first step. It's not wasting time. It's not being lazy. You're actually practicing letting go. We're letting go of our physical discomforts, as that's how it starts. When you try to relax your body and you try to force, we end up feeling more tense and uncomfortable. So you can't force yourself to relax, just like how you cannot force yourself to let go. You must allow yourself to let go, little by little. So allow the muscles in your body to feel at ease. This is why it's okay to adjust. You don't have to be a statue. As you allow yourself to relax, take it easy. Everything will flow the way it's supposed to. In fact, let us remember the most relaxed you've ever felt. Allow that feeling to flow throughout your entire body, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Allow yourself to experience this relaxation, this calm feeling. As we first start with relaxation of the body, and once your body's relaxed, your mind will follow. It will also begin to relax. And how do we relax the mind? By letting the mind stay with just one thing, one simple, relaxing thought, usually in the form of an object or image, but it can also be an idea, a feeling, a sound. When you let your mind stay with just one thing, everything else starts to fade away, kind of melt into the background. It's actually very similar to when we go to a restaurant and it might be crowded, every table is full, and you're talking to your guest, the one you're having dinner with. You're focused on your guest, on that one person, and we're able to hear the conversation clearly. Very much like our mind. When our mind stays with that one thing, everything else kind of melts into the background, allowing us to have a little bit of peace. And as we practice, it gets easier and easier. The thing about meditation, many people have a misconception due to the definition of meditation in the English language. Because meditation means to think, to contemplate. But the act of meditating is not to think, allowing our mind to be clean and clear. But in order to reach that, we must take our time, allow our mind to go to just one thing rather than everything. And little by little, we even let go of that one thing. allowing your mind to truly be clean and clear. But even in those moments of calm and clarity, your mind may still begin to wander, thinking of other things. And it's okay. That's the nature of the mind. It loves to think. So don't get annoyed or frustrated with yourself. It's okay. You are normal. But now that we realize it, we bring our mind back to our center, back to our object. And little by little, our mind starts to calm down again. And if your mind continues to wander, I recommend a mantra. A mantra is a word, a phrase, a sound, something that helps you feel calm and peaceful, or at least relieved. The mantra we like to use: Sam You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. Now, let us continue in silence, letting your mind be calm, clear, and peaceful.
As we continue to practice, understand there may always be some form of distraction, whether it be a noise from outside or a noise from inside yourself. Your own mind can be a distraction. But sometimes those noises we can't truly control, like the sound of cars or traffic, an airplane overhead, an animal making noise outside. Whenever these things tend to happen, my trick is I tend to smile. I smile because I take it as an opportunity to remind myself to center. And while those who are making the noise are not intentionally trying to bother us, I instead pretend to interpret it as someone cheering me on. So when the dog is barking, I think of it as saying, "You can do it. Center yourself." Sound of an airplane flying overhead. It's an airplane full of people cheering me on. So it tends to bring a smile to my face. And then I continue my practice. So allow yourself to adjust the way you think about it. And little by little, it gets easier and easier. Some more.
Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let the light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know. To all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together. For us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sappe Buddha Parapata Pacceka Nanja Yang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapabuddhanupavena Sapathamanupavena Sapasanghanupavena Saddha Soti Bhagwantu Te. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes, Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Okay. Very good. Alright, see lots of thumbs up, thank you. And some hearts, wonderful. Yeah, that's great. Each time we meditate, remember to, especially at the end, right now, is a time for us to consider. I like to call it check. It's to take a moment to see, how am I feeling right now compared to when I just started? And as you practice more and more, start to notice between this time and last time. You'll start to see what works, what doesn't work. For example, the mantra I use. For some people, oh, it's perfect. Some people, I'd rather not. Totally fine. Everyone's different. Allow yourself to adjust. And while you allow yourself to adjust, you'll see the way that works best for you. Okay, all right, thank you, Anne and Anna Maria. Sent the word lovely and some thumbs up, very good. So, before we go into questions and comments, as I always open the floor for you all, I wanted to share some tips with you, as many times I'm telling you guys what you should do, but for today, the things you shouldn't do. And there are 4 of them also. And they are the 4 no's. These are things you definitely should not do. So no expecting, no rushing, no staring, no fixating. You'll be like, the last 2 sound kind of the same. So let's start with the first one. No expectation. This is important because when you start practicing more and more, you start to have an idea of what it's supposed to be like. And then it holds you back. It becomes an invisible wall, holding you back from being able to move forward. So expectation, throw it away. Instead, feel like you're a child. That's why I say so. Feel like you're in kindergarten again. And then, experience. But once you have expectation, it's like, it's not there. It's not where it's supposed to be. And then you judge yourself instead of allowing yourself to grow and experience. So that's why no expecting. 2, no rushing. Take your time. Especially when you know the benefits of meditation. Oh, I'm going to feel peace. I'm going to feel healthy. I'm going to do this. Stop. You need to slow down. In order to gain the benefits, they have to come naturally. It's kind of like if you want to rush into your house. You have your key and you try to put it in the keyhole. You rush and what happens? You scratch everything. You don't get into the house. Take your time. You open the door. Same thing. Don't rush. Take your time. No staring. This is about your eyes. When we visualize, sometimes we use our eyes too much. We try to see. I'm trying to see inside my stomach, or trying to see my object. You don't have to force yourself to see. Seeing is a bonus. It's not the goal. If you see your object, great. Enjoy it. If you don't see it, it's okay. Feel it. That's fine. Okay? Then fixating is how you focus your mind. As we know, the center is this point 2 fingers above your navel. Knowing where it is enough. But you don't have to, it's not quite there, trying to force it into the spot. No. Okay? Take your time. Allow yourself to relax. That's why simply remember relaxation and awareness. You need them both. You can't do just one or the other. You have just awareness, you're tense. You have just relaxation, you're asleep. So this is why the balance. Then it works out just fine. So I hope you all at least know that don't expect, don't rush, don't stare, don't fixate. When it's time to meditate, you don't have to remind yourself of this. Instead, notice if you're doing it, and then, oh, that's right, that's not good. Start over. Come back. But if you tell yourself from the beginning, no expectation, what's going to happen? You're going to expect. We always tend to do the thing we're not supposed to. So it's just good to know at the end. okay, did I do that? Ah, okay, that's something that I had to work on. For example, for me, no expectation was something that I had a problem with a lot. When we're first starting off in meditation, expectation is kind of like that Amazon box in front of your house. Everyone can see it. But as you meditate more and more, your expectation is more like a fishing line, or a trap, or a what's it called, a trap or a trip line. You don't notice it until you're already on the floor. So when you realize it, it's time to take a step back, start over. It's always okay to restart, reset. Don't ever feel like, oh, I've been meditating for an hour already. I need to just push through it. You don't have to do that. Don't feel like you've wasted time. We're doing it at your pace, at your own personal pace. When it works, it works. If it's not working, take a break. And then we'll get fine. All right? So, that's what I wanted to share with you all. Okay. So now I open the floor to you all. Does anyone have any questions or comments? Also, you can see everyone now. A lot of us are here today. Welcome. Also, I didn't get to say hi to... Who else is here now? I see Anne came in. Terry, someone, Pixel 4A. There's no name there. And Gina, thanks for joining in. Oh, yes, Anne, please go ahead, turn on your mic.
Thank you, Pete Clint. I have one joking question and then a real question.
Okay.
So, what's the color of the Lamborghini that you think of?
Funny you mentioned that. Normally I do tell you guys, red. It was bright red.
Okay. Yeah. For me, I um today at least I let my mind wander, and I did think about some things, and then I came back to the meditation feeling peaceful and thinking, wanting to give peace to others that are causing me stress. Um, how do you know when you're really meditating?
Ah,
Like, do you know when you're meditating, or like,
yes.
I
Good.
sometimes wonder if I'm just deeply relaxed versus actually meditating.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
over to you.
That's a very good question. And you're right. In some senses, it just feels like deep relaxation. It's like, let's see, how to explain it in a way that's simple. It is like deep relaxation, but at the same time, when you're in a very deep relaxation, sometimes you just simply fall asleep. But in this case, it's that you're so relaxed, but then that awareness keeps you right at that line. In fact, I like to tell people that you have to be at that line between awake and asleep. It's where you're comfortable enough to just simply fall asleep, but then your awareness is like, I'm comfortable here, I'll stay here. And it's a process to get that balance, because most of the time, this is relaxation, this is awareness, it's going up and down. And it's just trying to balance each other out. Some days it's just way off and it's not quite working. Sometimes it's like that. So trust how you feel. When you feel comfortable, great. It's actually a nice rule of thumb is if you feel comfortable, you're going the right direction. Even if you fall asleep. If you fall asleep, once you wake up, you're right where you need to be. Because they say that our tutors, we call them tutors. They don't like calling each other teachers. Like myself, I like to call myself a guide rather than a teacher. But anyways, they would say that everyone has two styles of meditation. Either you are overly loose, like relaxed, or overly tight, where you're too tense. So if you realize you're the type that's kind of tense, it's very difficult to relax. It takes a long time to relax. And it's okay. You're not alone. Many people are like that. Some people are the style that are kind of loose and slack. You fall asleep almost instantly. Everyone gently close your eyes and you fall asleep. And that's okay. They actually say it's better to be the more loose and slack style because it's much easier to tighten than it is to loosen. Just because when we're practicing, getting that relaxation is so important. If you're not able to relax, And some people go from relaxed style to tense style and then go back to relax again. And you can flip flop. That's why it's good to be aware, taking that time to notice at the end of meditation. Where am I today? Oh, I feel pretty good. This worked for me. I'm gonna keep doing it, and then adjust little by little. It's kind of like playing with a balance scale. You know, when you add weights to one side, it pulls the other way, right? Then you start to add a little bit. But if you put big weights on both sides every time, it's just like that, teeter totter. You'll never get to the balance. And that's why the feeling itself, trust your feeling. When it feels good, you're going the right direction. It doesn't have to be, wow, I'm in heaven. It doesn't have to be that amazing, okay? It's really, I feel okay. That's the important thing. Contentment means okay. You feel okay. Like it's good. It's not overly good, and it's not quite bad. It's okay. When you're there, you're going the right direction already. And when you're able to stay there, you go in deeper, and then you get a truly deeper form of that contentment, which turns into bliss, which many people go, isn't bliss higher than happy? Well, yes, but oddly it comes from stillness. When your mind is at peace, truly at peace, you get to feel that. But again, take your time, allow it to happen naturally. So, very good question. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions or wonders? If you're microphone shy, you can also type in the chat. That works too. Also, you may notice there's a QR code down here. This goes to all my social media, different ways you can contact me if you'd like. Hello, Kaleem. Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question. Do you have to keep it aside and keep it a soul when you do a meditation? When you pull up like do you do that?
Oh,
Everything?
like the mantra. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I always do that mantra. That's my personal favorite tool. That's what I use with everything. Whenever I need to calm down, samadahang. That's what works for me. When I'm in a bad mood, samadahang. It might be a little faster, samadahang, samadahang. You know, that's what works for me. Everyone has the tool that works for them. Allow yourself to adjust. So if the mantra works for you, and remember, the mantra can be anything. A funny mantra from my monk friend, he said his mantra was, what the heck, what the heck, what the heck. So it doesn't matter what you start with. Whatever works for you is what works for you. And then, as your mind's calm, your mantra tends to change. He no longer uses that, just so you know.
All right.
Okay.
That's so much experience for that. Okay.
Yes.
I like that. You learn things. You learn paying attention for yourself, you know.
Yep. Thank you, Kaleem. Okay. Hi, Raj. I saw you turn on your mic. Did you have a question? Oh, please turn it on again. I can't hear you yet. You're mute still. Okay. All right.
Are indications of sensation in your body a clue to that you are relaxing and meditating?
You can say, okay, yes and no. Why I say this is because, yes, you are feeling the sensation of your body relaxing. Great. But if you focus too much on the body, you will end up only focusing on the body, which is not bad. You can practice meditation in that style if you like. Though what I recommend is first relax your body, and then we no longer need to worry about it. And that's when we have our mind centered, staying with that one thing. If you want your body to be that one thing, that works too. So it's up to how you want to meditate, because the main thing is it helps you get the mind to calm down, or at least start to quiet down little by little. Does that make sense?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, all right. So the pixel person says, if body is not feeling well, a lot of thinking going on in the mind. Is this right? Okay. So for our person using a pixel, so first off is, if your body's not feeling well, allow yourself to adjust. If you are ill, as in you're sick, you have an ailment, that really does affect our meditation. I remember when I was in the hospital, I had a very deadly, I guess you say, a deadly bacteria that was quite literally eating away at me. And I didn't even know at that time that I was dying. So while I was in that ailment, very difficult to get my body to feel at ease. So what I did was just allow myself to feel a little bit better. Whenever I felt a little bit better, that was already better than what it was normally. So while I'm normally in pain, I was able to ease to feel just a little bit less pain, and that felt already more at ease. So that's why with body, if you can be comfortable, great. But if you're just a little bit more comfortable than right now, that's also okay. It doesn't mean you have to be, oh, I'm on a cloud. If you can be, great. But in reality, not everyone is comfortable all the time, depending on whatever is going on in your body, in your life. So if your body's not feeling well, it's okay. Allow yourself to adjust to feel the best it can be. From there, you said a lot of thinking going on in the mind. When it's with the mind, this is something that we're working on, because naturally our mind loves to think. It thinks way too much. It's kind of like this, flashing back and forth. And what we're learning to do, or what we're practicing, is how to get our mind to stay with just one thing, instead of going back and forth one thing to the next, which is what our mind loves to do. We're trying to bring our mind to that one thing, to be at ease, to get that calm. And it's not exactly easy. It's a lot easier said than done. For example, everyone stop thinking. Immediately you go, how do I stop thinking? Almost immediately you start questioning and adding more thoughts. This is the nature of the mind. So this is why we practice. If today we meditated, you have 100,000 thoughts in your mind, and you were able to let go of just one thought, good job. It's okay. We go at our pace. Some days, it's a highway of thoughts. Some days, it's just a side street. Whatever is happening at that time, adjust little by little. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're all on a journey. And even myself, I've been meditating for over 25 years. I still have a wandering mind here and there. Well, not just here and there, every day, at least once. Because I'm human. I'm normal like all of you. So I just had the opportunity to learn younger. So I had this tool that helped me through school, through work, and then now I get to share it with all of you. So you're doing fine. So first, relax the body as best you can, or at least feel a little better, and then allow your mind to be at ease, little by little. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Bindu. Thank you. You're very welcome. So, as now the time has come to a close, I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. So, if anyone would like to stay a little longer to chat, feel free to do so. I'm just going to close the stream according to the recording. See you in just a bit.